half to half?
That's a mystery question right now, and it's what we've done in 3 games this season so far. And, inconsistent as far as that, and haven't put a full one together yet. But when we decide to play and bring the effort, I don't know if it's a back-to-back early in the season, or we're not in the shape we need to be, whatever. But the focus has to be there from the start, and so we've done that in 3 games now, and we put at least 3 quarters or a full game together. We'll be in good shape. We'll be a problem eventually.
Does the comeback kind of illustrate what was lacking earlier as much as the score and everything else? Or is it just a little consolation?
No, that's it. I mean, it's hard to play with pace. It's hard to get out and get these open looks in transition, and the threes that we got and the fast breaks that we got when you're not getting stops. You give up 38 in the first quarter. It's 2 games in a row now that we haven't guarded at all to start the game. And so you go from that to 24 in the second, 25, 22 in the others. That's obviously manageable, but the first is what really hurt us. And we were digging our way out the rest of the game. Loved the fight that they showed in the second half. We got it down to 10 or 11 pretty quickly, and with the chance to go get in single digits a few times, and then kind of ballooned back to 15, 16. But once we decided to get physical and be aggressive and start to play like we're capable of, it became a game. Had our chances at the end as well.
What did Tari add tonight? It felt like he added a sense of urgency.
Yeah, it's his usual physicality. I think in general, he's going to do that every night, but we still need to be a little more disciplined. You don't want to take away instincts and some of the things he does naturally, but some of the gambles and some of the things, whether it's him or man, I think we're out of position at times. And it's just, we always talk about KYP, knowing your personnel and who you're making plays off of, and obviously who the focal points are. And so at times guys were locked up on non-shooters, and then at times we made gambles off of some shooters and got burnt by it.
Go ahead. Okay. And the second quarter run, I think it was 4 of 23 shooting in the second quarter. Mm-hmm. Is there like a panic that sets in when things aren't going well that we saw maybe in the Charlotte game? Was that what we saw in the second quarter?
I mean, the shots, obviously, 24-10 is not a pretty quarter, but the one thing we did was defend well enough after the 38-point first quarter. We just did not make shots that's illustrated by the 10-point quarter. You're not getting stops, you're not getting the clean looks. I felt like we got a little out of control there, up and down, and took some poor ones to try to get it back all at once. And so that's when you have to rely on your defense and see that you're obviously guarding much better in that quarter, and still try to hunt quality looks and not just start to try to get in the rat race with them. And so if we scored at a normal clip that quarter, it's a different game. But getting outscored by 14 when you hold a team to 24 is obviously not a pretty offensive quarter.
Was the energy that unit was giving you the reason why Albie didn't get a lot of playing time in the second half?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say he played his best game in general anyway, so more so a combination of both. Sloppy at times, and the pace that we were playing with didn't look like he kept up with it. And so it was that, and a combination of the guys we got out there that brought that energy and upped our defensive intensity as well.
Not what you would like to have come away with the win, but even how proud are you of your team just to be able to do what they did on a back-to-back?
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. I think it's so early in the season. We're a young team. It's not like we should be any more tired than anybody else. And so my thing is more of a mental focus than any physical fatigue this early in the season. And so we look like we're slow out of the gates, but that's been the case in some early games too. Our first game of the season. So we got to figure that part out, and I don't think that has to do anything with fatigue yet.
Actually, this on Friday night about Jaylen's aggressiveness and just in that second half. What did you see from him as far as him turning it on, becoming more aggressive?
What we saw all season from him so far. Competing on the defensive end, making plays on offensive end, and so I think he saw there was a little bit of lack of scoring punch by some of the normal scorers, and he took it upon himself to do that. But a big part was his defense as well. Our team in general kind of picked that up, and then we got out in the open court, and he was the recipient of a lot of those good looks in transition.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.